All right, I've tried to record this video or this intro for this video like 3-4 times now. This movie, for me, superseded the Captain America movie this year, the Thunderbolts movie this year, and of course that's James Gunn's Superman, super trash, super tripe movie.
Damn, son.
There's your intro right there. With this particular review, it will contain spoilers. It will be all over the place. It won't follow the, it won't be in chronological order from beginning, middle to end. So I'll be jumping back and forth. And for those of you who don't appreciate that, it's okay to dip. You can, come back when I've done the other video where it's more linear.
Nice.
I'm going to see it again.
Damn.
I think that's one thing I'll mention for this movie. I'm going to see it again. This is the exact same feeling I had when I saw the first Avengers movie.
It's here and I like it.
It was so good that I wanted to see it again. And there were certain scenes I wanted to see again, despite the movie being good.
What do you mean by that?
Even though the movie was good, I was like, I want to see it again. But these particular scenes, I really love so much. In fact, I actually missed one shot by 5 seconds. And I wanted to go to watch it again, just so I can catch that 5 seconds that I missed and enjoy other aspects of the movie. Yeah. For my movie-going experience, this is by far better than the Captain America movie released this year, the Thunderbolts, and the Superman, James Gunn's Superman.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
This is by far better than all three of them because I had a better time, a better movie-going experience than all those three.
It's here and I like it.
And for those of you who are going to cry about Sue Storm's powers, hey, yo, I'm the complete opposite.
You serious?
They did her absolute justice. Pun intended. No pun intended.
Nice.
I don't even know how to address this part because this is why I said I want to do a separate video when it comes to certain aspects of this movie.
What do you mean by that?
As someone who's come from a background where matriarchy is not disrespected, ancestrally, culturally, traditionally where I come from, seeing a female character done well and expressing her power, I have no issue whatsoever with it, especially when it's done well.
That's right.
She wasn't condescending to Reed. She wasn't condescending to the other three males in the family. She didn't appear or act or verbally express that she's more powerful. She didn't express this thing of, oh, I'm carrying a baby, so therefore respect. There was no condescending, no ego whatsoever. And the scenes where Sue was expressing her powers, I was like, this is how you do it without undermining other characters. This is how you do it when push comes to shove and you're showing a woman's power. And I want to do a separate video just for Sue alone because this is how it's done well.
It's here and I like it.
I didn't feel threatened. My ego didn't feel crushed or my masculinity or toxic masculinity. There was none of that. I was like, this is how you do it. Now you could argue, oh, maybe I grew up a particular way or maybe I'm a mommy's boy. You could conceptualize whatever you want to conceptualize because it's your free will to do so.
That's right.
This is a superhero family and they each have their own unique gifts and abilities and powers. And Sue was done well, especially in the scenes where they needed to display her a particular way. Done very, 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 very well to my liking. If you hated it, thumbs up. You have the free will to do so. If you despised it, thumbs up. You have the free will to do so. If you thought it was corny, again, thumbs up. You have the free will to do so. I, on the other hand, absolutely loved it. I was so shocked when she expressed her powers against Galactus.
God damn!
You can tell how I'm already expressing my energy compared to when I did the review on my first recording for Superman. Yeah. The people of this city looked up to and respected Fantastic Four. They felt like family. Not just the Fantastic Four family, but the city they were in, the country they were in, the state they were in, felt like family. And how they communicated with other parts of the world felt like family. The FF, what is it Future Foundation? I think it's called Future Foundation. This is why I want to watch it again so I can get certain things right. So bear with me if I get certain things wrong. I think it's called the Future Foundation. It made sense for me again that Sue was heading that project.
What does that mean?
Certain cultures don't respect their women.
Damn.
Hey, if that's how their culture is built from the ground up, whatever. I just happen to know that I come from a long long line of matriarchy.
Willingly.
Yes.
Of where women were in positions of power and were well respected.
He ain't lying.
And that's a testament to the environment they're in. That's a testament to their upbringing. That's a testament to the village or the empire they lived in. That's a testament to the men that surrounded them. Their brothers, their male cousins, their fathers, their uncles.
That boy is good.
Some people might need to really sit down and re-educate themselves on what rulership is. I mean, I question certain things myself. But when there's this talk of matriarchy and patriarchy and how to do it and how not to do it, to be in a position where you're governing or you're looking after or looking over people, it's not an easy position to be in. So you can't be a douchebag.
Damn.
Or an egotistical a-hole.
Damn.
Or a cunt.
Damn, son.
And in a particular time period, if you were disorderly or acted negatively against a people you're supposed to be, again, governing and looking after, you were removed swiftly.
That's right.
Swiftly, not a voting or left wing or right wing. You were removed swiftly. Every part of this world has a different way of doing their things originally before things are the way now. I don't want to waffle on and seem like I'm talking about two different things. For those of you who are clued on, I feel you're aware of what I'm talking about.
What do you mean by that?
So that's why when this particular scenes with Sue were depicted showing her power and the way it was done well, especially that particular scene with the Future Foundation, I was like, yo, this is how it's done.
Nice.
So seeing Sue heading that project made sense to me.
We have come together today to form a new charter, the Future Foundation.
Despite the unrealistic expressions of these characters on the screen, as long as you get the message from the movie, as long as you get the message from the story told in this format, some stories are told through audio format, some stories are told through a cartoon format or braille, as long as you get the message. And these messages seem to always be do better, become better, know thyself, find your true self. What is truth for you? Don't be harmful to yourself. Love yourself, love others. It's the same message in different forms, different mediums, a different format over and over again. This is an excellent movie.
You don't understand.
This is an excellent movie.
Shut up and take my money.
And it does that family dynamic, or it does that happiness and hope that everyone was saying Superman's supposed to be. It did it far greater, not even better, far greater than that trash James Gunn Superman movie did.
Damn, son.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I love how they depicted the individual powers and how they work together, especially during the flashback. This movie is so sweet that I wanted more of it.
Damn.
It felt like it was short enough that it didn't feel like it was rushed. I just wanted more. That's when you know you've done your job well.
That's right.
Thankfully, there wasn't any stupid humor like James Gunn's humor or the regular typical Marvel humor where one scene is important and then they downplay it by a stupid quip or stupid witty remark that downplays or severely cuts the energy that was generated from the previous scene. Thankfully, they didn't do it with this movie. Yet there were some jokes here and there, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't off-putting. There wasn't a scene where I was like, oh, they're doing too much with this thing, or this joke isn't landing, but they keep repeating. Maybe because I enjoyed it so much, I ignored other things that were bad or in poor taste. Maybe. Hence, that's why I want to see it again, and I will see it again.
Nice.
Whereas with the Superman movie, dude, the difference between watching a Superman movie again just to do the review, I went in there with a frown. The first time was, okay, let's see what this movie is about. Came out pissed off. Then I'm going to see it again just to get the review out properly, pissed off. Whereas with this one, walked in saying, yo, you better be better. I mean, people were commenting underneath the previous videos that I did saying it's much better than Superman. I was like, okay, then I'm bound to enjoy this one compared to the Superman movie. And I felt it was unfair to go into this movie hoping it would be better than the Superman movie rather than saying I'm going into this movie hoping it's going to be a good movie-going experience nonetheless. So I'm very, 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 very thankful and satisfied with this movie.
Let me hear, yeah!
Absolutely thankful that they did it the way they did, and I'm satisfied. So much so that I wish there was more. I wanted more from it.
More?
I wanted more. Yeah. The scene where everyone was interviewing the Fantastic Four after they encountered Galactus, and by the way, that scene was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
He ain't lying.
God damn!
You don't understand.
Oh my goodness. And how they use Sue's powers and abilities as well. Very creative, especially when she was pregnant. Wanted to show Reed, oh, that part, like, yo, you can do that too. Oh, they did a good job on this. This is how you do a film. This is how you do a film.
He ain't lying.
Superman came out with 4 different characters, Superman and the 3 other Justice Gang characters. And you couldn't even find a way to make them work together harmoniously without one guy being such a douchebag because this guy Gardner. Oh, that's how he is in the comics. This movie did it comic book accurate and did it well.
Yes.
This is the difference between it's in the comics, man. If you're not a fan of the comics, stop recording this video. I don't give a crap how many of you will cry and moan and wah. This is comic book accurate. This Fantastic Four movie is comic book accurate. Because when Franklin was introduced, I was like, yo, we doing it like that? Are we? Okay, cool. We're doing it like that. Comic book accurate. When they were fighting Silver Surfer, when she was trying to take oh, that thing was tense.
Yeah, boy.
Compared to the scene where in Superman where the earth split open because of the porthole. That was just visual effects to me. Me personally. To you, maybe you crapped your pants.
Damn.
Maybe some of you fainted during that scene. Hey, again, thumbs up, buddy. Maybe you were crying. Thumbs up. For me, I was just watching special effects. Oh, look, it's purple. Looks like the city's opening up like a zipper. There was no tension whatsoever. Whereas in Man of Steel, when the world engine was changing the Earth's atmosphere just by the way it started and the sound cues, you knew shit was about to go down.
You don't understand.
And then when you saw all the cars getting so high, lifted up off the ground and compressed, in your mind, you were like, well, there were people in those cars. That means they're all dead. So the tension was real. It felt very, very real. And you were like, dude, let this guy do what he needs to do quickly to shut this shit down. The U.S. Navy or Air Force or Air Marine, whatever it's called, could do nothing. They tried.
I don't know.
They came out and tried, and it's like, yo, this power is beyond you. So the tension, there's a word I'm looking for. It's not coming to mind yet. Is it the gravity of it, or the weight of it? The weight of what they were going through. The world engine scene was definitely tense.
That's right.
The world tearing apart, or Metropolis tearing apart because of the pocket dimension being opened by Lex Luthor in James Gunn's Superman super trash movie.
Come on.
That was, again, for me, felt like I was watching special effects. When the Fantastic Four were escaping the Silver Surfer and Galactus, that was, woo! I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, I know that we saw Sue with the baby in some clips that they released. I feel they shouldn't have done that, but I know we saw those clips. So in my head, I was like, oh, eventually everything's going to turn out just fine. But at least, despite already seeing those clips, I was still clutching my freaking legs whilst that scene was going on, because the way Surfer was coming, and not only was she chasing, she was getting hit. She fell down. She got up again. She got so close. When her hand just phased through Sue's belly, and then the way Sue reacted, you better do something now before she grabs that baby. Come on, you go there, you end up on the, it's like, well, it's better we go to this guy before he comes to us. Yeah, and you don't even know what a Galactus is. You just think he's another dude you can talk to. He's in a chair, she's in a chair. It might be a he, she, it, they, whatever it is. You don't know. Yeah. So when they get there, yo, where Galactus at? What you mean he's right here? He's right here? He's here. Oh, look up. Oh, he on a chair? What? Then you see his eyes glow. Oh, dude. Your intention, your goodwill, good faith, whatever you went there with your heart to discuss with this being is gone.
Damn, son.
Is absolutely gone.
You don't understand.
Because he's like, yo, I want that baby, man. And since Silver Surfer scans all the planets in the galaxy for me to eat and feed upon, she's chosen your Earth. So it ain't even me.
What do you mean by that?
You're pissed off. You should be pissed off at this, silver looking lady.
He ain't lying.
But I tell you what, I'm going to let your planet survive if you give me your baby. Right now, I could just take it out and your baby got powers. There's no, he's like, nah, bruh, I don't care about your science, your technology. I know power and I sense power. And that baby got power, so much so, he's going to free me of this insatiable hunger.
Damn.
Look at it this way. You give me your baby and you potentially save not only your planet, but other planets as well.
Wait a minute.
You'll be not only Earth's hero or heroes, but heroes for every other planet in the galaxy. Unless the hunger gets passed over straight to Franklin Richards, and then the cycle continues, then it's a no-win scenario. So it's like, okay, so do we get like 1,000 years before, Franklin grows into the size Or how soon does the hunger begin? Or is it that the hunger just gets transferred to the baby and then that hunger ceases to exist, or he absorbs the energy and transmutes it into something else? Alchemy, right?
Nice.
Since energy can neither be destroyed nor created, Franklin absorbs the hunger from Galactus. Galactus gets to be free. So then what happens to Franklin? So are you saying that you're going to stop the cycle and you're not going to be eating any more planets, or you just want to be rid of the hunger?
Don't ask questions.
I love the way they introed the movie, saying they had tried so much that they had stopped, they'd given up. And it makes sense to even stop and give up because, again, you're like, hey, maybe it's because of that wave that hit us. That's why we can have children. And even to want to have a child, start a family because of how you are, it's even a testament to their family. So much so that it's brave to want to have a family. Yeah. I love the togetherness in this movie, not only in the family, the Fantastic Four family. I love the togetherness in the city, in the world. It feels like a place I would want to live in.
That's right.
It feels like it's a world built for the kind of spirit, soul, and mentality that I have. When you look around the environment some of us live in, the politics, the culture, the mentality of some people, how people just feel, oh, it's okay to do bad because good doesn't pay, yada, yada, yada. I was like, this world that I'm watching in a movie for entertainment feels like a world that is so real. I would love to find, if you can find me a teleportation machine to send me there, I'd love to live there.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Because at least those guys are progressive in the sense of when there's a problem, they solve it.
I like this one.
I'm going to watch it again.
Damn.
Because when I was doing my what if scenarios and trailer breakdowns, I was talking about World War I, World War II. I was talking about slavery. I was talking about racism, discrimination. It looked like those things didn't affect this version of Earth. It looked like they didn't rush ahead of themselves. It looked like they took time to build things. It looked like the things that were built because they needed it and not because it was a cool idea. It looked like they took time to use the appropriate materials necessary to build certain things. It looked like there weren't things built out of cheap labor, or things were cheap. And maybe because I just saw it fresh for the first time, but it didn't look like there was a classism problem in the movie. I could be wrong. Maybe the only part of the movie we were seeing is where it was upper class or middle class or whatever. But it didn't seem like there was a classism system. I could be wrong. But it looked like everyone was cool. Everyone was chill. Thank you, Fantastic Four. They didn't treat themselves like Mount Olympus in Greek mythology where, the gods are all the way high up. And yes, the building was high up, but still, they did work for the people. They did work for not only the city, the country, the nation, but for the planet.
That's right.
Especially when they were working together with Reed to get the appropriate materials to build the teleportation machines to shift the Earth. And even that alone.
You don't understand.
Nah, this movie is excellent. That's all I got for y'all. This movie is excellent. So look out for more videos for sure. This is the first of 4.
Nice.
Excellent movie. Excellent. And I'm looking forward to watching it again. Looking forward. I just wanted more. Especially with Grimm. I wanted more scenes where Grimm was just clobbering machines or androids or robots or mini monsters or freaking, I don't know, bad guys, or where you just had the CGI drones or machines for the heroes to take down. I wanted to see Grimm's strength. And now seeing the trailers where he had the beard, it makes sense, because I was like, well, how does that beard thing work? I don't even know why they threw it in, but it's already in the comics, so it's cool. Again, sometimes for me, this is where I'll be like, you didn't need to add that from the comics to the movie, because I'm just trying to understand how the logistics of that work.
Don't ask questions.
There were some issues with the baby's CGI. That one I was like, visually I can see it, but I'm going to ignore it because you can get around that by, no, you can't. I don't think so. No. I don't think there's a way to get around it. Yeah, hopefully this movie surpasses Superman in the box office. When they finish tallying up all the funds and all the money, but by the end of August, what is it? August? Or maybe by the end of the year, whatever month or months, however long it takes for them to do the calculation, I'm hoping this movie wipes Superman out of that box office calculation, because this is how you do it.
Shut up and take my money.
This is how you do it.
This is how we do it.
My cousin and I spoke earlier on today about the movie and how we both enjoy and appreciate the movie, especially certain scenes, dialogue, and display of powers as well. But there were 2 particular things. One of them you'll see when you see the video. The second part is we're all here to make each other better, and there's no doubt about it.
Wait a minute.
That statement rings true in the scene where they were trying to escape Silver Surfer when he got close to the black hole. And then when the mob were angry and they came to the Baxter building. And then when Sue came down to speak to them, especially before that, when Reed was like, he gets why they're upset because it's just one child and their lives will be saved and it feels selfish. And obviously, when you really look at it, who would really give up their child? Maybe one or two couples would. Maybe one or two parents would, or more.
Damn.
I'm a parent. There's no way I'd have given up my child.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
But at least what Sue did is not only did she come down and do that speech, the same way when the information was released about Superman saying he was sent here to take over the world, and then right after Superman and the Justice Gang saved everyone from a kaiju, and they're all doing the selfie nonsense like idiots. Right after that scene, the footage gets dropped. He's here to take over the planet. Right after that scene, they're throwing boo, boo. And in the same footage they're watching, the translation of that footage says that the people are simple-minded people. They're a simple species. And not only did that scene seem insulting, but they justified it, or they proved him right, shall I say, not justified, they proved him right by reacting the way they did towards Superman. So Jor-El wasn't wrong when he said they're simple-minded people. You just got saved from a kaiju. Within the space of a minute, that footage drops. And the same people are going, yay! Boo! As not even under an hour.
That's right.
But they didn't do a nice balancing scene, scene to scene where you'd have a few people upset, a few people angry, and then some saying, hey, I don't really believe, even if so, if you wanted to control us, you'd have done it from the get-go. You wouldn't even need to wait.
Get this man shit.
You see, this is how annoying that movie was. I can't even sit down and express it without getting so pissed off.
That's just not my problem.
But with this Fantastic Four movie, Sue comes down, introduces a child, and reminds them of our connectivity, our collectivity as human beings.
That's right.
Like Reed Richards said, they're afraid, they're angry, because they don't know where else to channel that energy. It's towards the people that they feel is the reason why they're in this predicament.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their fault that Silver Surfer comes, because Silver Surfer is the one who searches all the planets out, and she's decreed this one to be the next one to be devoured.
Damn, son.
And even that alone is another thing to talk about in a separate video in of itself. To carry that pain, sadness, and the burden. You know that all the planets that used to be are no longer, because you're the one that chose these particular planets to feed Galactus. But we don't know specifically why she chose this planet. We just know she's been choosing planets, over the eons, and she happened to come across this one.
Too damn bad!
Before I go, like my cousin said, this movie feels like a hug.
Nice.
Felt more hopeful than Superman.
Damn.
Better than Superman.
Damn.
More emotional weight than Superman.
Damn.
And more tension than Superman.
You don't understand.
No stupid jokes, no incompetency, no show-offness, no ego, no bickering. If there's any argument, they resolved it quick, healthy, smart resolution of argument or disagreement.
That's right.
This movie feels like a hug. Deuces.